Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Here we are. We just beat the Sundered Monarch. I want to say we're probably done with the vast majority of what is Brahma's Castle. Let's go forward and see what awaits us. Here, too much. Okay, things were coming after us. There's this. Let's go check this out here real quick. Usually there's stuff behind it. So I could have left that there. Alright, let's go up. What awaits us here? Music and kind of chanting is getting a little louder. Anything cool? No. Didn't see no wavy tails. What is this? Well, I guess we're going on an Umbral real quick. But it kind of seems like the end of the line, though, in a way.
Justin, I'm sorry. This was all my fault. I just wanted things to be better for us. Forgive me. No, get that away from...
Scouring, though, so Durston is there. Durston's faith in his brother remains steadfast. Okay, let's go get out of Umbral real quick. Must just go down here and rest. No point in doing that. Get our health back. Like a big courtyard here. All right, let's go back. See, yeah, I mean, there's really no other place that we can go. But the last chance I would have to do anything. Interact.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces.
I'm my own man.
You as nothing more than an instrument through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return. They speak of light while offering you nothing but blindness. Weak hypocrites relying on the malignant power of Umbral. With one breath, then decrying it with another. They brand me evil, a tyrant, and yet I offer you something they will not. A choice. Reject the fanatical crusaders and the deranged servants of the self-proclaimed judge. Dismiss all of their false dogma and the torturous mission to which they have bound you. And only then will you know freedom. And if you would hear it, the truth.
Enter Rogar Realm. Okay. It's my chin beard. We're gonna go face Adyr now. This is gonna be a hell of a boss fight. Good thing the Sundered Monarch got us ready for it, huh? He is massive. Oh, shit. Adyr is very, very big. Adyr the Exile. Kill you. Okay.
Why do you refuse to open open your eyes to their manipulations. To millennia of shameful distortions of the truth. For eons, I stood as
Kill some of
mankind's
these.
guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love.
Oh, that's
Yet
got to
in
be
return,
important.
I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned my own children against me. And waged a
okay, so
terrible
I heard
war
I killed those
of
things.
needless slaughter.
There was another one over. Yep, he's over here. Get out of there!
Judges, their crazed followers, butchered those who remained loyal
That
to me.
does damage to him, I guess.
When I created the Rogar, as a means to put an end to the madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts. In a world left
So am I not
blackened
gonna?
and corpse
Do I actually
choked by
fight
their
him?
crusade, the judges banished me to this barren realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, mankind set about ruling themselves
Heather, you're gonna get
from the
burned,
divine
dude. Come
oppression
on.
of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods.
Jesus, come on.
Figures of worship, their real ambition all too clear. Yet an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing a triumph. How much blood has been spilled in their names since
so
my banishment?
That is
Far
killing him. We're
more
gonna find
than
more
was
here, I
ever
guess.
spilled in my name.
Okay, so that's going to hurt
And
them.
now, after all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believed they were capable of guiding themselves, but have been proven sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me, now more than ever.
Come on. Well, seems easy enough for now.
And what of other beings who claim godhood? Where are they? What of Aureus and the abhorrent umbral creature? I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces who regard you as nothing more than an instrument through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return.
Trying to use my crucifixes. One more round. Is there something I gotta do here? I actually gotta fight him now. Butterflies to the rescue. What? Am I dead now? Adyr, the Bereft Exile. The light of the umbral lamp knows no satiation, consuming even a god. Okay. Well, this is by heresy, tainted champion, rewarded only with annihilation. Oh. An influence. Aureus unleashes his radiance to purify those that deemed transgressors. In light, they fall. Alright, so Any lamper that goes and kills him apparently dies. Looks like they're purifying the land with the radiance there. So, I mean, kind of thoughts on the game. I mean, I enjoyed it. Story seemed pretty straightforward. Maybe I'm missing some. I'm sure there's a lot of the lore on the back side of things. Maybe I didn't dig into it too much. I know I didn't do a lot of the NPC quests. First playthrough, I just always kind of go through, and if I come across them, I come across them. I think the only one that I really finished up was the that little trader guy. Just because he was there, you know, so I went and did it. Everybody else, you got to kind of stick around. So I think there's some different bosses for different endings, like how you gotta manhandle them. Like Damaros, like at one point we shouldn't have fought her. We were doing her quest, which we didn't do her quest, but it's like beating like these big enemies and then bringing her like a piece of flesh. I did that like once right away in the beginning. I just never went back there. So I mean, I enjoy the game. I was able to play it it was like 1.7 is when I started. A couple small updates in there, but then the big one was 2.0, and it changed a lot of stuff. Changed a lot of the graphics, like the setup, the menu bars. The combat did seem to flow a little bit better. I was able to see that because there was a difference because I was able to go into it. But combat seemed relatively pretty the same, maybe a little bit smoother. I don't know. Maybe somebody that played it a while ago versus playing it now would see that difference. I mean, ultimately though, it was a good game. I did highly enjoy it. There was aspects of it that I liked. I know earlier in the game I wasn't too keen on being in Umbral, but then I got used to it more and more. Just gotta watch that counter. I guess it's kind of a short video. If I knew it was going to be a short video, I maybe would have added it to the last one. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I can't say anything bad about the game. I mean, there are some aspects of it that I maybe didn't care for or whatnot. But it was like it was good of how they incorporated, the real world and the Umbral world. Put them together. You had to do some stuff in one world to do it in the other world, and then vice versa. I know I probably missed a couple saintly quintessence there in the beginning, just because I wasn't suited to fight those face guys. Because in like pretty much up until about 3/4 of the game, you had to fight the face guys in order to get saintly quintessence. So I maybe missed out on a couple early ones, and I wasn't fully exploring like I should. I should have explored more in Umbral, but it is what it is. If I do another playthrough, it'll be I'll have to look at some endings, see how you can get there, maybe do a little bit more quests. But I may do a Radiance build. I'm not going to start a new character. I'm going to take this character and I'm going to tweak it, so that way I have all my stats. Game will maybe be a little bit harder, whatnot, more enemies are tougher. That's what New Game Plus is. But that's just kind of the way that I envision it. Because going from being where I'm at in the game now, stat-wise, I can't say it bothers me to go back into a non-full stat game. It's always good to build up. You build up your character and you start feeling good about yourself. If I start a whole new game, for me, the way it's going to work out is I'm going to get overconfident. I'm going to die a lot because I'm going to oh yeah, no, I can take this hit. Or I'm just going to feel like, like go into it like overconfident, and that's what's going to kill me quite a bit. So it's not going to be like a full run, like a full good run that I think you guys may appreciate or whatnot. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. You know, like I said, maybe in the future there'll be a Radiance run, maybe even an Inferno run. You know, just like maybe some sort of mage build type of thing, right? Because the game I think is kind of centered around Radiance, so I think Radiance may be a little more bigger. And like I said, throughout the playthrough, towards the end, if I did do another playthrough, it would just be, you know, kind of like I just did. Secret 6. That's me. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the series. Let's skip this here. See what awaits us here. Oh, Radiant Purifier. Okay. So maybe we go to that next. Continue journey for right now, I guess. You can start new journey. Continue new journey. Continue current journey. Let's do that real quick. Maybe, you know, if we get anything that we lost, you know. Let's see here. Restart game. Okay, so you can restart game. You go to New Game Plus. I think what I would do is I would go to New Game Plus. Let's go to Skyrest real quick. Let's see here. What does Pieta gotta say? Let's talk with her. Oddstone. That's part of a quest, so Sanguinarius.
Our holy work continues,
So
lad
I
bearer.
missed only one. I think this goes to +9. I think +9 is the last one. So I missed one throughout the entire series.
Let Aureus's will be done.
Alright. So I did find something out too. So you can find pieces of this mirror throughout. You can change your character. That was added later on. Go check and see what these remembrances are up here. Taki. Cells. I never did find. Did I find the third one maybe? No, so I have no idea where that's at. I'll have to find that. You just get another socket. You get more dread resistance, so that will be something to keep an eye out for our next playthrough. Adyr, investigate this thing to the left, last zone. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we gotta go there. Offer remembrance real quick. What does he give us? To do Grand Hammer. Strengthen Inferno. Shield. Kind of heard this is the best shield in the game, but it also weighs 50 pounds. Okay. Inferno. Judge Cleric. Which is Radiant Sword. Medium legs, I can run on as Judge Cleric. Summon a number of lacerating radiant thorns. Interesting. Oh, you get both of her sets. Both of her. So that was her head. It's prior to. I do like that head. Cleric's Corrupted Sword. Oh. Radiance and Inferno. No spear. And then that does nothing. Well, you need Radiance, but it has no effect. Same thing there. Oh, Pieta. Her sword is right there. So maybe. Oh, let's just. Her sword is supposed to be pretty good, but I think there's other swords that I would like. This, we'll grab that. It's Flesh Tide. What's this? Aggregator of Flesh. That was a kind of a weird boss. Flesh Saint, that was a fun boss fight. Howard, Dervla, Pledge Knight. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. 200 smite damage. Grand Sword. Strength Agility build. What is this? The Hollowed Crow. Weird, but we didn't even fight the crow. Sperm Progeny. The Sperm Progeny was probably the hardest boss fight that I had. Just because it was still kind of early in the game a little bit for me. I don't want to say I was learning controls, but kind of learning that boss fight. It took me like 2 hours to beat him. Remembrance, Tancred, 100 bleed damage, eruption. His stuff's kind of cool. What is this? Summon a Holy Guardian to attack enemies within range. Dutch Cleric, yeah, I kind of looked at her already. That's good. Yeah, so. Light Reaper. Alright, here we go. Daggers. They don't offer any additional benefit. Spear does, though. Good. Severing Blades. Okay, that's a spell. Alright, so what we need to do is go back to our seedling. Upgrade. We'll upgrade character real quick. All that in there. So yes. So those are my stats minus the 2 levels that I just put in on this build. And back out of that, this is what I Sword of Skin and Tooth. Let's see here. Yeah, so I had this rune for increased strength scaling because it's a strength-based weapon. Gain health upon killing an enemy because there's a lot of enemies to kill. And increase physical damage while two-handing. So I increased my power while I was two-handing. And this is the only way to do Grand Sword is to two-handed because you get more strength two-handing it on top of the increased physical damage while two-handing it. So, enhanced Forsaken Grenade, you get those like right at the beginning of the game. Highly recommend using those with the boss or any bosses, so that way it's constantly doing damage to it when where's my thing here? When you are trying to run or evade from it. Very handy against the Paladin's Burden. Let's go back up here. Can I go back in there? Where do you get that at? Where is... Huh. Let's see what that... We'll go back there and see what that said. Oh, I guess I'm gonna rest. Warp the vestige. Go back here. Alright, go back up here. Talk. Offer remembrance. Investigate the stigma left at the last known location of Adyr, the Bereft Exile. So we went up there, it wasn't there. See. Okay. I forgot there is one place that he was at. And that is his statue. alehouse. Where is loading the game to Ben culture depths count out. I'm gonna go to Calrath, no mines. Depot. Oh, here it is. Shrine. Shrine of Adyr. That is where it is at. Now, for the most part, so we meet Damaros earlier in the game, right? She was right here. This is where I found her when I came here, right? And you would give her all those things that she would need. Shrine of Adyr. Certain tints. I have 9 hands. I don't even know how to get hands. That would be cool, though. Umbral.
As you can see, I've been honing my skills as you instructed. And you were right. I feel my power growing every day. Soon, I swear, I will be ready.
Alright, so that may have been Damaros. But I do know there are 3 endings. The one that we just did. The infernal ending, Inferno, and there's the Earth. Yeah, I think the one we just did is the Radiance ending, classified as that. And the Umbral ending, which you got to do a bunch of stuff for that. I don't thought about that yet. And then there is the Inferno, Radiance, and Umbral. Alright, let's see what he's got. Shout Sorcery, which allows you to utter a curse, which causes an affected enemy to explode if killed. Okay. Turn yourself. That could be very helpful. But it's all Inferno. You need an Inferno Catalyst. I'm sure I have all of that stuff. So I think those are all the main bosses. But let me see. This guy's still down here.
Come on, get to it. Bring me that book.
So I can go back and find his book. You know what? I wonder if those guys know what happened. What happened to their captain? Let's go find out. See if they're still down here. They are not down here. Oh, it's a puppy. A good puppy. Okay. All right. Well, I guess with that. Oh, you know what? Let's go check one other thing. The smithy up there. All right, talk to him.
This land is overflowing with sin, so to offer you also, say nothing. They are already conflicted. Troubling them further only endangers them.
Purchase.
You serve a higher purpose, Crusader.
Do I now? I mean, I think I've already served my purpose just because. Beat the game.
To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
Character. Alright, so with everything that I have set up, the way I have it set up, my strength was 66, agility was 18, is because that was one of the rings that gave me more, and endurance is 38, vitality. Okay. So, but I think with that, I think I've rambled on long enough. I'm just going to give you my thoughts, insights into the game. So, with that, I will leave you guys to it. This will be the last episode of this series. Like I said, down the road, I may do a ratings build, but I'll do a new game plus, and I may respec before I do all that and get myself set up with it. And just have a good time with the game, just blowing through enemies, trying to maybe do some NPC quests. Get those fleshed out a little bit more. But I do appreciate everybody that has watched and supported this video, gave those likes for it. If any point in time, if you're watching this part now, if you have any Anything that I would have missed, go ahead and put that in a comment somewhere, and just let me know how good, bad, indifferent your thoughts and feelings are on that. I would appreciate it. But take care. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the videos in the series. If this is the first one you're catching, I highly encourage you to go back in the beginning and watch it all the way through. Enjoy some hilarity. I know I can get kind of intense at times, but it's a game. It's fun, and the game should be non-stressful, but sometimes they stress me out. But take care, and we will catch you on the flip side.